The first set will be played on Whirlwind. Spawning in the top right-hand position, the blue Terran from Kespa teammates. His name is Cure.
His opponent, the WCS Korea Season 1 finalist and winner. His name is SoulKey, spawning as Red Zerg on the left top position of the map.
Yep. So now these guys are 1-1, and I believe those matches happened a while ago. Don't remember them playing too recently. And, you know, I'd say back in the day, SoulKey wasn't as dominant, and Cure was definitely playing better. But nowadays, SoulKey is on such a hot streak, and I remember the last time he played on Whirlwind against a Terran player, it was pretty one-sided, man. SoulKey just crushed that poor nerd.
I mean, let's be honest, after SoulKey won WCS Korea, he has so much confidence in himself, especially in Pro League, where he just dominated his opponent. He just made it look like easy, just like a Masters versus a Bronze League player.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to downplay on the Terran player, his opponent that played on this map, because...
It's just that SoulKey played so good.
That's the only thing. SoulKey was playing so fantastic in this matchup.
Domination. He was dominating his opponent.
Yeah, so even today, Cure, yes, he was a TvZ specialist back in Wings of Liberty, and when it comes to Heart of the Swarm, he's not doing as well, and now he's facing SoulKey in the first match.
Yeah, so...
It must be a really tough day for him as Cure, he's facing one of the greatest players. In fact, I have to say the best Zerg player today.
Yeah, he's got the title of the best Zerg right now. There's no one that can deny that. You know, there's some other really good players out there like Life and Roro, and certainly Symbol as well, that are solid Zerg players. But I don't think that they really can compare to what SoulKey's done recently.
And to talk about the team, WOONGJIN Stars, if you think about it, if we try to talk about who is the best Zerg player, best Protoss player, and best Terran player, Zerg and Protoss all belong to WOONGJIN Stars right now, SOS and SoulKey.
Yeah. I'd say Rain and SOS are very close. I think that they have different styles.
They have different styles which work, and for Rain it works in Pro League, but in the individual leagues he's not showing us much dominating performance, I have to say.
Yeah. Still a good player though, and I'm sure that we'll see him in the finals within probably a year or so minimum. That's just my take on it. He's too good to not get to a finals. Alright, so we do have the gas here from SoulKey, this Terran player. Pretty standard stuff. Cure, on the other hand, he's going to go ahead and finish up the barracks there. Command Center is about to finish as well. And he'll probably move into the pretty standard Reactor Hellion opening.
Yeah, but first he's just making a Marine. He does have the 100 gas saved up, so he's going to go for the factory. Some players, especially in TVP matchup, they decide to go for the Reactor even before building a Marine on this particular map to go for faster Reapers.
Yeah.
But we're not seeing much. We're not seeing more of the Reapers in Heart of the Swarm anymore. Initially, people are like, oh my god, we can make Reapers without Tech Lab? Well, we're going to make a lot of them and try to annoy the Zerg player as much as possible. But nowadays, you know, the Zerg players, they know how to defend against Reapers. Yeah. Let's put it that way. So that's the reason why Terran players, if they do make a Reaper, it's for scouting purposes only, sometimes to harass and pressure a little bit early in the game unless you proxy the Raxus and try to cheese.
Yeah, maybe, you know, force out a few extra lanes, stuff like that. Now, we have good bunker replacement here from Cure. That's going to make sure that he is safe against any type of annoying lane harassment here. Maybe they can try to grab one of those SCVs if they start mining towards those southern patches there, but doesn't look like that'll happen here. Hellions on their way as well. Fast armory behind this from Cure, so that's of course going to mean that we're going to see some Hellbat drops from him.
And I especially love this from Cure because I've been saying Cure, this guy, his multitasking is fantastic since round number 1 in this Pro League season. And that's, you know, you said the same thing.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Heart of the Swarm, he could abuse the medevac so much more than Wings of Liberty, but we just haven't seen it from Cure. We said, oh my god, his bio play in Heart of the Swarm is going to be amazing, and the drops don't work out well. He doesn't go for that many drops, or Cure decides to go for mech. So I really love the choice of Hellbats that he is going for today.
Yeah, definitely agree there. SoulKey grabbing a Roach Warren here, also going to make it a little bit harder for units to get behind that mineral line, or defend against drops even from his side. And we're going to have to see if he goes for a timing attack against his opponent. Oh, excuse me.
Well, Right now, we got 2 Hellbats out on the way. We do have a Medivac coming out, and let's see how SoulKey defends against this. You know, some Zerg players, they decide to put down a Spine Crawler and some Spore Crawlers, but he actually lets those Hellions inside the main base.
Uh-oh, 4 Hellions now going to the mineral line here. They're going to be able to kill off a good amount of workers here at this rate. The Queens, you know, there's only 2 of them. 1 Hellion goes down, but still, these other ones are killing off a lot of units. The 3rd Queen moving down now, and the Hellions will eventually die. Surprisingly, only 5 workers killed there, but still not bad, and definitely caught SoulKey off guard there.
That is something that you do not allow the Terran player to do at this point in the game, because the Terran player, they're trying... The Terran player, they're just trying to put the Zerg player in an uncomfortable position before the Hellbat drops even come.
Now the Zergling's going to move over here by SoulKey. It's going to try to pick off a few workers.
But remember, this means that there's not going to be any Zerglings back at the main base or Roaches to defend against the Hellbats.
Oh, I believe SoulKey did make some Roaches. There they are.
Okay,
He's
I
got
missed
the
that
Roaches.
on the production tab.
No
Just
problem.
a little mistake. I've been on a break for a long time because of WCS.
All right, well, the Medivac's moving in here, and they're going to drop. Trying to do some damage here to the Roaches, but actually SoulKey microing a little bit, losing a lot of workers there. Up to 14 have been killed. And he's going to go for a bit of a counterattack here. The Zergling count is slowly increasing, and with the additional Roach support, they could potentially kill off this bunker here if Kier isn't paying 100% attention, but extra Hellbats at home allow him to defend here.
Now Kier, he also needs to micro the Citadel well. He needs to drop the Hellbats as soon as he arrives in the 3rd base, just like that, and try to kill the Queen as soon as possible. But we're not seeing a nice reaction time from SoulKey today. In fact, he's having some hard time defending against these Hellbats.
SoulKey actually not playing, I feel, up to his full potential here. These Hellbat drops are really doing a lot of damage to him. Very uncharacteristic from the Iron Zerg.
That's going to be up to 6 Hellbats, only Zerglings. It's not going to be enough to defend against that, and he's going to try to drop inside the main base. No, that's a fake as he goes towards the natural.
Ouch, man. Like, all these drops consistently hitting all over the place.
Oh, my God.
No. The drones on the mineral line, they're all getting killed off there. More and more kills are being hit here for SoulKey, and
look at this. Those drones are still clumped up over there. Just nice damage on the drones once again with the drop.
The Roaches will be able to eventually hold this off. SoulKey's lost a lot of workers here. Oh no! Oh no, SoulKey completely misrocking there, losing a lot of workers. Up to 42! 42 workers have been killed by Kier. Holy crap. This is the guy that we were talking about, that we wanted to see in Heart of the Swarm. And it's happening today. He is just starting to crush SoulKey. He recently killed off so many workers, supply-wise, about 90 to 66. Things are looking really bad for SoulKey right now. He's going to have to pull off some type of incredible defense here against this initial or a forthcoming attack from here.
And let's be honest, SoulKey, yes, he's a fantastic player. He did win against Innovation in the finals last week, but I have a feeling that he's been easing up too much in Pro League lately. He's saying his opponent is pure, not as strong as Innovation. On a map like Whirlwind, easy peasy. All I have to do is just play a standard game just like I'll do at a practice house. And I'm not going to take that much damage from the Hellbats. I'm going to win the game easily, but that's not the case, as Cure kills up to 46 drones with only Hellbats, and this push from Cure might kill off SoulKey.
I think SoulKey is just going to have to abandon this expansion here. He has tried to defend. He's got an okay amount of Roaches, but I don't think it's going to be enough against the combined might of the Marauders and the Hellbats.
And 3 Medivacs are just supporting from behind as he's just tearing apart on all of those Roaches.
Things looking worse and worse for SoulKey here.
And remember this, SoulKey at this point, he wants to convert every single larva into drones because he lost so many drones, but now he's forced to make Roaches. So even if the attack of Pure doesn't work out, he's still doing a lot of damage by forcing a lot of Zerglings and a lot of Roaches out instead of drones.
And SoulKey is now down to 28 workers. Cure is simply running circles around his opponent here. It feels like things kind of snowballed early on in the game. As soon as those original Hellions did a little bit of damage, in the follow-up game, SoulKey started crumbling here. Another huge Hellbat drop in the natural here, and those drones are going to all fall. A few of them surviving, but I mean, here this guy is simply all over the place, dropping left and right. 62 workers total have been killed.
It seems like one of those days where the Zerg player does not have an answer against the Hellbats, as the 3rd base is also going to get taken out by the Marauders.
The 3rd base does fall here. Kier's just going to go ahead, pick up, and move over to the main base.
Cure can do anything that he wants to do from here. He can take a 4th base, a 5th base even, and just make constant units. And what does the Zerg player have? Only 29 drones, couple of Zerglings, and couple of Roaches.
And, you know, he doesn't have any time to really ease up here. You're still consistently hitting him with attacks. And he's already gone ahead and taking his 3rd base here. His upgrades are looking good. He's got a lot of production behind this. And he's been responding really well. 137 supply to 58. It's looking really very grim for SoulKey.
Yeah, it's just looking really one-sided as the harassments have been working out perfectly for our Terra player Cure. And look at the supply difference, 137 to 61, 14 minutes into the game.
Yeah, like you don't see those numbers this late into the game. Continuing harassment here from Cure. So I think he's going to try and take out the 3rd base force and cancel it. Yes, he did manage to force a cancel. So continued harassment from Cure, and nice focus firing here. He's going to be able to take out these units. GG is called. SoulKey following the Cure there. I don't think we were expecting that, but wow, is that game one-sided.
You know, Cure's harassment just worked out perfectly as SoulKey. He had the right reaction timing, but he didn't split up his drones little well, and he also didn't make a lot of units or static defense back at the main base and the natural to defend against the Hellbite drops.
So, I guess I have to say congratulations to Cure. That's what we were expecting from him. The next match is going to be Ty versus SOS. Don't go anywhere. This is the SK Planet Pro League.